Hello everyone, guess what? It's road test time again. We have another box to open up. So today I thought, you know what? We could do a couple of things. Number one, we could just use a machete and open it up. That seems like it would be a good idea, right? But wait a minute, everyone's done that. How about a lawnmower blade? I don't think anyone's done that. That'd be kind of fun. But it's not attached to anything, so I'll pass on that one for now. So what could we use? Well, I've been trying to think about it, and guess what I came up with? Today, I think we're going to use the CNC machine to open up our road test box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the box to the bed. Use my pressure fit system to secure it in there nicely. Now, this time I don't want to make a huge mess, so I will run the vacuum system to pick up any debris that might come out of it. I will be using a V-bit because, well, I already tried a straight bit last time, so let's go with something different. I will manually be controlling the CNC machine. I don't have a template done up yet, which would probably be an ideal solution in the future since I love doing road tests. Absolutely love it. I get to test a whole bunch of different things that I've never thought to even try. So it's great. So if you haven't yet and you want your chance to be a part of a road test and try products for free, come and join the Element 14 community today on the link. Over here, or up here, I don't know where. It's somewhere. And in the description below. So without further ado, let's get cutting. Okay, let's see how well she did. Look at that. Perfect. Oh, thank goodness for that bubble wrap there, or we would have had some real big problems here. There it is, the analog evaluation module from TI. So this is the TPSM84A21 EVM. It's the 808. And it's the evaluation module, of course. And I think we can see, yeah, there we go, right there. So let's crack into that and have a look and see what we got. Honestly, when it came to this road test, I knew nothing about this board, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of a write-up on it. So make sure you check out my road test page there for more details. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to check out the other road tests on this as well for more detailed reviews. Okay. So there we go, a nice little bit of product information there, and where to go when you're on the website to get more information on it, which I will post below here as well. But see what we got here now. And one thing I'll give TI is they always package things absolutely beautifully. So there's the guy right there. No other magical things in here? Nope. So we have the egg cart foam in there. That's great. Let's put that in there for now. We'll put that to the side. Okay, so read return policy or invoice prior to opening. Okay. And there she is. I'm quite curious about this board for a few things. Once again, well, that's got some weight to it. That's a well done board there. I think I might crack out the old oscilloscope, and I got my multimeter here as well. So, you know, maybe I'll give it a try and see what I can do. Just kind of see what... as far as I can tell, there's not too much I know about this board yet. So as far as its capabilities, I am 100% sure that I'm going to be missing some things when it comes to this board. Once again, beautiful packaging from TI. Absolutely love their products in the past. Definitely I expect that this board is going to perform exactly how they say. I'm quite excited to play around with it and test it, and as far as future projects or anything with this, I'm not too sure yet. I would love to incorporate it into something just for testing around, playing around, designing something, and who knows. But definitely a cool board. Like I said, it's heavy compared to what I thought it would be. The quality, once again, 100%, you know, I'm looking at all the solder joints and everything on it, and they have done a wonderful job putting it together. Nothing looks sloppy in any shape or form. It's a board that I think is going to be great for using for developing items that do require anywhere from 0.6 volts to 1.2 volts, running it off of, a 10 to 14 volt supply. Let's get on to testing it. Okay, so what I've done is I've hooked this up to a 12 volt power supply. I want to see basically how true to 1 volt I'd get on the output using the jumper. Going with a 12 volt power supply, I want to make sure that I could power this board properly and check the output voltage as well on the board. With the output on the board, I want to say that it is pretty darn close to being dead on. I'm using my Micronta benchtop multimeter to monitor it, and I've been monitoring it for about an hour now, and it fluctuates from 1.010 volts to 1.012 volts. So only a 0.002 volt difference within the hour. And that could be due to the power supply or something on board. I'm not 100% sure. I decided to play with my oscilloscope a little bit more, just to try to play around, and I need to learn them, and that's my next step. I'm going to buy myself a nice new oscilloscope and learn it properly, because the only thing I can really do is check voltages with it, but I already have my multimeter, so... and this one actually seems off. I'm getting a slight slant to it now, so I'm not sure if that's due to the board or if it's just on its way out the door or needs to be recalibrated. I'm not 100% sure, but maybe I'll test it later and see how it goes. I would definitely be using this board on some projects that I could actually take a 12 volt and convert it into a 1 volt or anywhere from a 0.6 volt to 1.2 volt. And to me, it's nice to have a variety of boards that you can actually when prototyping and making things, having the adjustable voltage on it for making your projects. So to me, this is a great little board. It isn't overheating at all. I think it's running at about 27 degrees Celsius on the chip, and I think my bench is about 22 degrees Celsius. So a 5-degree difference, but that's about normal, I think. But that is the only other hottest spot on the board is where the actual jumpers are here for selecting your voltage. I get a spike in temperature in that area there. That's the only other place that I get a higher reading than on the chip itself. So I'm not too sure what's going on there, but that's where the heat is. So once again, I don't know that much about this board. I do know it functions great, and I will be using it with something in the future here for a project, but I wanted to test it and see how it looked, and if it was something that's going to be reliable. But with only a 0.002 volt difference, that is pretty good, you know, of the fluctuation. So it runs at 1.012 volts, and it'll drop down to 1.010 volts. So realistically, to me, it's stable, it's well within spec, and that is awesome to have a board that can drop it like that, and having it so basically your temperatures are nothing substantial as well, and not going to cause any issues if you place it somewhere that is a bit enclosed. I feel that it's definitely going to be good for the breadboard and a couple other options. Be able to work with those voltages without having a benchtop power supply available to you. So I would certainly be looking into a couple of the different models of this myself now, just to have in my kit, and just for playing around, because if the other ones are just as reliable as this, then I have no problem saying, you know, Texas Instruments hit it on the head here. This is a product that I can say it's met my standards and surpassed it with its actual reliability and functions. It is something that you can certainly have for a long time, because there's no way anything's going to happen to it from what I can see. I love the fact that it does have a bit of weight to it. The only thing I'll probably do in the future here is come up with a little case for it. I'll 3D print something and have that for an actual case for it to keep it protected. But if I get some more, maybe what I'll do is I'll make a box similar to that of what I did with the Arduino, and make a TI board box or something like that. So thanks for watching. See you next time, and have yourself a wonderful day, and take care, eh?